consumed by the apocalypse. Video by LEMMiNO. Just let me know. This should be good.
Just let me know.
Woo! Let me know. Let's go.
Of all the species to have ever lived, all but a tiny fraction have gone extinct. At some point in the future, the same fate will befall humanity.
Dodo.
It may take centuries, it might take eons.
It's us.
But extinction is unavoidable.
That's us.
The future is fraught with uncertainty, and the apocalypse never seems too far away.
Oh shit. I guess we have to get ready, boys and girls, and every other gender. This sounds bad. I think did he LEMMiNO find out something secret that we don't know? Did he find out the secret? Oh wow, whoa, cosmic threats. Oh Jesus, that event.
Nearly 800,000 years ago, an approximately 1 kilometer wide asteroid collided with Earth.
1 kilometer
the crater
wide?
has yet to be located, but fragments from the impact have been found scattered across the eastern hemisphere, an expansive strewn field that covers up to 30% of the planet's surface.
Australian strewn.
Our distant ancestors were not only alive to witness this event, but managed to adapt and survive.
Anyone living on this part of the Asia map, feel free to go and explore, I guess. But I never knew there was an possible impact location before. Did it happen?
Impacts
already?
Of this magnitude occur roughly once every 500,000 to 2 million years.
What? Oh shit, that is
more
big.
Devastating impacts, like the one that nearly wiped out the dinosaurs,
oh, that is
far less frequent.
Big. But this but this asteroid happened in the Mexico area, isn't it? Was it close to the Mexico or somewhere near, in between North and South America? That's what I know. But this large asteroid that impacted, that literally sent dinosaurs extinct, and if you think that this small asteroid comparing to the bigger one, to the bigger asteroid, I think it's still gonna wipe us out. That's like 10 times bigger the size. This is so
far less frequent. Possibly striking once every 100 million years.
Oh my god, it's taller than the Mount Everest.
Whether a collision of this magnitude is survivable is a matter of debate.
Oh yeah, definitely. Not unless you're on the other side of the map. Jesus, look at that. Holy shit. Oh my god.
The kinetic energy released upon impact would be equivalent to the simultaneous detonation of billions of atomic bombs. Those who survived the initial blast would be subjected to unrelenting earthquakes, firestorms, and tsunamis.
Oh my god.
A thick layer of smoke and dust would quickly envelop the globe and blot out the sun.
Yeah, there's definitely
an impact winter that could last for months or even years.
Oh my god.
Darkness, freezing cold, and global famine would throw the world into chaos.
Imagine this is Earth now. Crazy, bruh. This is crazy. Yeah, there's no way we can survive this.
In spite of this, long-term survival is not inconceivable. Small pockets of humanity may take refuge underground and would at least be given a chance to rebuild civilization.
Yeah, but we don't have oxygen.
But
how are we
make no
survive?
mistake, it would be a close.
Without the proper gravity and the magnetic field and all the proper plant for us to feast on, even for the meat, I don't think we can survive this, even though we live underground.
Called.
Holy shit.
The survivability of an impact also depends on how much time we have to prepare.
More
More than 90% of nearby asteroids
Whoa, 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 whoa. Known object. Oh my god. That is a lot.
Asteroids and comets larger than 1 kilometer have already been detected.
What the fuck?
If one of them were on a collision course with Earth, we'd know for decades or even centuries in advance.
Dude.
But this was not always the case. In 1983, a 9-kilometer wide comet was only spotted 2 weeks prior to its closest approach.
Oh, whoa, that was close.
That's 2 weeks of preparation had it been aiming for Earth. While things have significantly improved since 1983, space is impossibly vast. In 2019, an asteroid capable of leveling a city was detected a day before it flew 5 times closer to the Earth than the Moon.
Holy shit. They actually passed by, huh? They actually passed us by. So does it mean is it gonna do a roundabout? It's gonna use our momentum, the Earth rotation.
While the odds of an extinction level collision are remote, it's not impossible.
So we
there
avoided
is a class
death
of
2
objects
times,
known as Damocloids. Damocloids are typified by their highly eccentric orbits and low reflectivity, meaning they periodically pay us a visit and are extremely difficult to detect.
Yeah, that's the
We're
thing.
currently tracking about 200, but there could be hundreds more tumbling through the solar system.
Oh my god.
Damocloids are, on average.
Okay, so let me get this clear in mind, is that they're using the sun gravitational orbit and just swinging around every single time, and we actually got a close contact with an asteroid which almost wiped us out. Oh god, I guess the apocalypse is actually sooner than I thought. Like hell, look at this map, look at him, look at LEMMiNO drawing all this all the threats. This is crazy, man.
16 kilometers
We are
wide.
not safe at all.
If one of them were on a collision course with Earth, there might not be any warning.
Yeah, to think that only one day to alert that we are getting, there was an asteroid coming in. Yeah, that was insane. Oh, stellar explosion. Oh, PogChamp.
When massive stars die, they explode.
Oh, that's bright. Silence. Oh my god, the nebula. Is it?
If a star went supernova within 30 light years of Earth, it would be cause for concern.
Oh my
Fortunately, more than 90% of the stars within this bubble have already been discovered, none of which are at risk of exploding anytime soon.
Great.
But
No.
some supernovae can still pose a threat from thousands of light years away.
Jesus. Oh, whoa, 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 what the fuck is this? Holy shit.
It's a gamma ray burst,
What
produced
the,
by only the most violent explosions in the universe.
what the fuck?
Instead of a spherical blast, a gamma ray burst will channel the explosion into 2 highly concentrated beams. More energy is released in a few seconds than the sun will radiate in its entire lifetime.
What the fuck, dude? Imagine looking at that near. Oh my
The biological effects of a nearby supernova or gamma ray burst are poorly understood. We do know that the atmosphere would absorb much of the high energy radiation, but this may also strip the Earth of its protective layer of ozone. If so, harmful levels of ultraviolet radiation from the sun would penetrate down to the surface.
Oh, penetrate.
Certain chemical reactions may also darken the sky and induce global cooling, a cosmic winter of sorts.
Oh shit.
This could last for years and would be lethal to many plants and animals. In fact, a gamma ray burst might be responsible for a mass extinction that killed roughly 70% of all marine species
What?
nearly 500 million years ago.
Oh, okay, I thought it was near.
Now, humanity could easily protect itself against
Luckily it was
ultraviolet sun
billion years.
rays, but living through a mass extinction would not be a pleasant experience. While some authors have painted a far bleaker image, with one hemisphere effectively sterilized by intense radiation, these findings...
Wait, the cosmic ray beam from a supernova or gamma rays burst can kill, in a relatively short term, within months, the majority of the species alive on the planet. Arnon Dor. Nice. The arrival of the initial pulse of gamma rays would cause all organic materials on the surface of the Earth to burn. The almost immediately following cosmic rays would produce destructive daughter particles called muons. This would affect all lives they contact with little dose of radiation. With this background, a loss of almost all biota is expected, says 99%, or 186 billion tons by Mark Leggett. Holy shit! So let me think this through. So basically, what he's trying to say that death is unavoidable, but in space, because there's a lot of the asteroids, and not only the asteroids will kill us, but even for the sun radiation, where it goes supernova, where it can kill us like instantly, like a Thanos snap, and we are just gone. Like holy shit, man! And to think that we already avoided two of the major asteroid events. Now we have to think about supernova. Oh damn, this is insane, bro.
Things have been contested in recent years. The latest research identifies ozone depletion as the primary threat. Nevertheless, a gamma ray burst sniping the Earth from across the galaxy is extremely improbable. All of them have so far been extragalactic in origin, much too distant to pose a threat.
Oh my god, so it's actually very near, huh?
While there are a few potential candidates within the Milky Way, none of them appear to be directed at Earth.
Oh. So these are all the Milky Ways that they have discovered, and it's very, very far away right now. So it's a good thing, but to think they got such a good image of the supernova. Oh man, it looks cool, but it's actually very, very deadly to us. Of course, to us. I'm not sure about aliens. I don't think even alien can survive that.
Apart from impact events and stellar explosions, the foreseeable future is free of cosmic threats. Other eventualities are either too improbable or won't happen for millions of years.
Wait, what?
Ample time. Other eventualities are either too improbable or won't happen for millions of years.
So it won't happen for another million of years. So okay, let's see here. Close encounter with another star. In 1.3 million years, the star glides will graze the outer solar system. It may perturb the orb cloud and fling comets toward Earth. Huh, so this will happen in a million of years, huh? I bet like in another million of years, we'll be advancing a lot, because right now we have the technology. We just need the proper elements, the proper structure to build actual spaceship. Yeah, I'm sure a million of years will come by easily, but I wouldn't think Earth will survive by that. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Evolution of the sun. In 1.2 billion years, oh, this is long, the increase in luminosity of the sun will evaporate the oceans and render the Earth uninhabitable. Oh, yep. This is kind of predictable, I guess, the evolution of the sun, but other than drying out our sun, the oceans, or evaporate the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna go supernova, because in our sun we're just consuming a lot of the sun energy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but there's still a lot of energy coming from the sun, so It's hard to tell, to be honest. Collision with a rogue planet or a black hole. Oh, virtually impossible due to the vastness of space. You know, expect the unexpected, right? A black hole. It could happen anywhere. I think. An extraterrestrial invasion. Science fiction until it isn't. Well, this is what it means by aliens, guys. Extraterrestrial invasions basically means outer space aliens, but it's really hard to say. No one, we have no evidence of aliens yet, but I'm sure somewhere they will announce it soon. End of the universe. In the distant future, the universe itself may come to an end. Exactly how or when is a matter of debate. How does the universe end? I never know. I don't know. I'm not
Ample time for us to prepare,
I'm not science guy.
other calamities permitting.
Now, this is insane though. Oh, volcano. Terrestrial threats. Supervolcanic eruption.
Around 74,000 years ago, a large volcano
Indonesia.
erupted in Southeast Asia.
Mount Toba. Jeez.
It is
That's
the most
bad.
powerful volcanic eruption in human history. For up to 2 weeks, it spewed enormous quantities of ash and dust into the atmosphere, enough to block out the sun and potentially cool the planet. A volcanic winter.
Oh,
But there's great
shit.
uncertainty about the effects of the eruption on both the climate and humanity. It ranges from severe to mild,
What?
with the latest research supporting the latter. In either case, this is good news. It means that supervolcanic eruptions pose little to no threat to human existence.
I see.
After all, if early humans stood a chance, then so should we. But there is something even more destructive than supervolcanic eruptions. It's known as a flood basalt event. The largest one
Sounds
occurred
bad.
250 million years ago. An enormous outpouring of molten rock covered a region of Siberia the size of Europe.
Whoa. That
And
is
it
literally
just so
Russia.
happens to coincide with the deadliest mass extinction in history.
Oh my. Wait. Number of marine genera. Very premium mass extinction. Oh, there's a
The
lot
good
of
news is,
extinction.
flood basalt events are both rare and slow. Instead of a singular event, it's a series of eruptions taking place over thousands or even millions of years.
Oh my.
As such, even if one began tomorrow, it might just be slow enough for us to adapt and survive. Throughout the centuries, pandemics have exacted a heavy toll on humankind. Among the worst was the Black Death.
Oh yeah.
In less
I heard
than a
about
decade,
this.
it killed between 25 and 60% of the European population.
Yeah. While searching for the COVID death, I stumbled upon the Black Death, where they said it was one of the worst death in the years, but it's only in our time zone. I'm sure there's even deadlier viruses back in the day, but this is also this is considered deadly because a lot of Europeans died because of this. So yeah,
The total death count is unknown,
it's,
at
that's
least
crazy
tens of
a lot.
millions.
It's crazy.
The Colombian exchange of diseases
Jesus
and the Spanish
Christ. Oh my god. What the fuck, dude?
flu claimed the lives of many millions more.
Oh my. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. The Spanish flu caused 100 million of death. That's more than the Black Death, but Black Death happened recently. No. Wait, no. The Spanish flu is a recent one. influenza, smallpox, but the Columbian exchange was back in the day of the 15th to 17th century. That is insane. It happened 2 years for the Spanish flu, and 100 million people died. Meanwhile, Black Death lasted for about 7 years. Oh my gosh. Is estimated though for the numbers, to be honest, but this is a lot of death. Not
the tragedy of these pandemics and epidemics notwithstanding, they never came close to extinction. None of them killed more than a few percent of the global population. For instance, the Spanish flu infected nearly 1/3 of humanity, yet the vast majority of cases did not result in death. A pathogen that not only infects but also kills every single member of a species is difficult to imagine. In fact, there are very few examples of infectious disease driving a species to extinction.
Alright, however, the simplest disease model which has been found in theoretical foundation for the field of disease ecology suggests that disease alone cannot drive host population extinct. Okay, so the disease itself cannot drive a extinction. Of this 833 known species extinction, only 31 cases, which is 30.7%, has been attributed at least in part to infectious disease, where some forces such as habitat loss or overexploitation are listed as a single causal driver of species extinction. In no case is infectious disease listed alone. Interesting. So basically
With that being said, it's not inconceivable.
Yeah.
For instance, pathogens that can pass between multiple species can be far deadlier than those limited to just one. The H5N1 avian influenza, also known as the bird flu, is one such virus.
H5N1.
So far, it's transmissible between humans and birds, but it can't sustainably spread among humans.
Yeah, this is bad. This was bad.
However, laboratory experiments have shown that it may eventually acquire this ability through natural mutations.
I see. So
if so, it could easily become the worst pandemic in human history.
Yeah, that was really bad.
But even this horrifying proposition does not come close to extinction. In a worst-case scenario, most of humanity would still survive.
Whoa, estimated 1.7 billion, bro. That is a lot. That is way too many. Ooh, Europe. Where is this? Japan?
Pandemics are complicated. It's a topic that's more relevant now than ever before,
Europe.
And cannot possibly be done justice in a few short minutes.
America?
But in the narrow context of human extinction, it seems unlikely for nature to stumble upon that perfect storm. Apart from volcanic eruptions and natural pandemics, the Earth has no inherent means of eradicating the human race. No other form of natural calamity is powerful enough to threaten our existence. As such, the most immediate threat to humanity has for a long time been, and continues to be, humanity.
Of course. Oh, is he gonna talk about humanity now? Oh boy. Wait, no, what is this? Anthropogenic threats? What is this? Oh, is this like the worm or some sort, some kind of black magic?
Nature may struggle to devise a world-ending pandemic. It may not have to.
Ugh,
Biotechnology has now advanced to a point where we can engineer pathogens in a laboratory.
Ugh.
While this can greatly benefit our understanding.
Alright guys, here's the thing. To think that all these scientists work so hard in the lab whereby they are experiencing the most deadliest bacteria. Like holy shit, can you imagine having that pressure on you? You're the only lab scientist there to be experimenting the worst disease ever, and you have to handle with care, because once you, if it's loose, everyone just gonna be, it's gonna die. Everyone's just gonna die. Like crazy, bro. Holy shit, that is insane. One mistake by the scientists can lead to a major problem, because they are holding like the most dangerous disease there, like the bacteria. Alright, what's this?
And treatment of infectious diseases, it's not without risk. Accidental breaches of containment have happened on multiple occasions, and these experiments are not always conducted in the name of science.
Oh yeah, I remember that some of this happened before. It's very deadly.
These engineered microbes are concerning because their destructive potential far exceeds that of their natural counterparts. They can be deadlier, more transmissible, and less treatable. And the rapid pace of technological progress is constantly lowering the threshold for bioengineering.
Oh man.
His concern was, he said it in so many words, that a small group of dedicated scientists could create an altered biological agent that could wipe out humanity as we know it.
Exactly, like what he said. Because the scientist is holding the strongest bacteria that can wipe out the entire human race. Literally. They could do that since the start of the science. Because once they discovered the most deadliest bacteria or the virus, and the human extinction is just dead. But somehow it was safely kept it in the lab, so everything is fine. Well, except for COVID though.
Technically speaking, you can do almost anything with a microbe. The real question is, will you end up with a microbe that functionally will do the things that the concerned person at your hearing said, namely, essentially wipe out everyone from the face of the earth? Again, that's conceivable, although it's inconceivable, but it is, in fact, anything is possible. It would be very, very difficult to do that, extraordinarily difficult, even in the best of hands, to not only do the engineering to get a microbe that has the characteristics, but be able to spread in a way in which it has virulence, transmissibility, and the ability to go in a sustained, transmissible way. Not impossible, but very, very difficult to do.
Monkas. Yeah, this is very, very scary. This is very, very scary. Disease can really kill us. Oh, nuclear holocaust. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god. That is what you see in the fucking nuclear? Holy shit.
A nuclear holocaust is among the most infamous doomsday scenarios.
Oh my god.
Since the end of World War II, we have on numerous occasions been driven to the brink of nuclear.
Wait. In 1967, large portion of American early warning systems went offline. The outage was initially perceived as a precision strike by the Soviet Union before a solar flare was identified as a cause. See, so it's because of the sun. Alright, Soviet false alarm, American false alarm. Oh, this was the false alarm. Early warning system. American nuclear attack was imitated. World War III was because one of the men, Stanislav Petrov, correctly assumed it was a false alarm. Nice.
Conflict, sometimes by accident, sometimes by very intentional brinkmanship.
Intentional, huh? In 1962, the Soviet Union and the United States narrowly avoided nuclear conflict following a series of military and geopolitical escalations. Not really sure what that means, but thankfully we avoided that. Now the thing about it, we are basically on the topic of human creation. Of instead of making the worst virus there is to kill humanity, but we are creating a nuclear weapon that can wipe out the whole continent of humanity. This is crazy.
nuclear stockpile currently stands at more than 13,000 warheads,
Oh
the vast majority of which are owned by Russia and the United States.
my god, are you kidding me? He actually got a whole graph of this global nuclear stockpile. Oh my, why do they even have this much? Bro, like who are they gonna kill? Who are they saving it for? Who? Tell me guys, who are these two saving all the freaking nuclear for? Aliens? China? French? Even French have 219 nuclear weapons? Are you kidding me? How the fuck is French in the fort? It doesn't make sense. Why? I would understand if UK has it or India, but a fucking France? Bro, anyone from France here? What the dude? What? How? I mean, I know, like for the fact that France did lost war back in the day, but I'm not really sure when was it. But they did lost some of the war, but I wouldn't understand why France is up there. I wouldn't understand if it was Germany or some other country, but France, of all the countries, France has the 290 stockpile of nuclear. I don't understand this. It's almost more than China.
In the event of an all-out nuclear war, these thousands of bombs could instantly vaporize hundreds of millions.
Yeah, man, this is a man-made machine.
But the
weapon.
explosions are only the beginning. The real danger of a nuclear conflict is the aftermath.
Oh god.
Much like an impact event or supervolcanic eruption, a thick layer of smoke and dust would quickly envelop the globe.
Yeah.
A nuclear winter that...
A nuclear winter. Yeah, basically it's a lot of the apocalypse. If they decided to launch a lot of nuclear.
not only blots out the sun, but showers the world in radioactive fallout.
Oh yeah, radiations.
Firestorms, radiation poisoning, and mass starvation could easily claim the lives of billions. However, because humanity is not evenly distributed across the planet, some regions would be less affected than others.
New Zealand.
Island nations like New Zealand, for instance, are all but certain to survive.
Oh, any New Zealand people here? You guys are gonna survive, you hear that? After the COVID pandemic, I think I'm gonna travel to New Zealand. Yep, I think that's my best option. Yep, New Zealand, I'm coming soon.
While the effects of a nuclear holocaust
Jesus,
are almost too dismal to contemplate, it is not typically regarded as an existential threat.
No, it's not an existential threat. Are you serious? Bro, that's like worse. No, that's look. Nuclear doesn't really kill a lot of people. It affected an area of alright, here's the thing, right? So nuclear weapons, they basically destroy one part of an area, and that area is gonna be covered by radiation and a lot of poisoning, and it's not gonna be healthy to go there and fix the entire thing. It's gonna wait. You're gonna wait for another 100 of years just to fix the whole environment of that area once it's nuclear of the radiation. But to think that they have if they say it's not that deadly, no, I'm pretty sure it's deadly, dude. America and the Russia, they have like a combination of 10,000 of nuclear heads. They can just wipe out the whole Asia, literally wipe out. Like they can just, hey guys, hey yo Russia, you wanna wipe out a Asia country? Let's just nuke China, my friend, and then dude, it's just gone, dude. The whole vast area is just gonna be covered with radiation, and America and the Russia is just gonna be like dancing in the Asia coffins or something like that. I don't know, coffin dance. Alright, AI, artificial intelligence. This is where Tesla is gonna come in. Elon Musk, I'm looking at you.
Artificial intelligence has had a profound impact on modern society. From self-driving cars and virtual assistants to social media algorithms and facial recognition. But some experts are concerned about the future, a future in which intelligent machines become more intelligent than humans. The concern is not so much about evil robots as it is about misalignment. A misaligned intelligence is one that's not properly aligned with human goals and values. A system that becomes dangerous not due to any malicious intent, but due to an oversight in its programming. An unforeseen loophole that allows it to do things it was never intended to do. If such an entity was sufficiently intelligent, it could become unstoppable. Another concern is known as the intelligence explosion. It's a machine that can upgrade itself and thereby increase its own intelligence at an exponential rate. Moments after creating such a system, it could...
Sounds like Detroit. Detroit to me. The machine that learns to become human.
Far surpass the combined intelligence of all humans that have ever lived. Such an entity may have little to no regard for human affairs. Not unlike humanity's disregard for species less intelligent than us.
Chickens.
With that being said, these concerns are far from universal. In 2016, a survey of more than 300 machine learning experts was conducted. On average, they gave a 50% chance of an artificial intelligence surpassing all human abilities by...
Oh, whoa. Am I gonna be alive then? Alright, let's see here. I'm currently aged, alright, I'm not gonna tell you guys. But we are somewhere here. 2016, I was age... alright. So, I'm gonna live about, let's just say, 100 years, okay? 100 years. So, yeah, I might be able to see AI changes around here. So, but according to this graph, so around 2000 before 66, we can already experience the probability of artificial intelligence surpassing us. So I'm gonna be about around 50 plus or 60 to be exact, but I'm kind of old then. But at least I can get to see the AI or improvement
20
or the end of the world.
61. But as you can see from these faded lines in the background, there's tremendous variation between individual respondents. Some think it will happen in a few years, others believe we're more than a century away. When asked about the impact of this technology, the majority of respondents believed in a positive outcome. Extinction was only given a medium probability of 5%.
Only 5%, huh? Well, at least there is the procedure of safety, to be fair, because if we go by the graph of this, basically there's about 5% of the population that think of the safety of the earth. On the other hand, it's pretty good for an AI, for us to have an AI, because it helps us to develop a lot of new things, because like nowadays we need AI to help us improve on data, because using our brain we gonna forget a lot of things. Okay, we are not superhumans. AI can just trigger one button and you collect all the data, and there's no mistake. Like rarely there's a mistake, not unless there was a miscoding or something like that, or there was an error. But usually it's pretty good, not gonna lie. But safety precaution, human extinction is let's just hope AI doesn't surpass us. That's the only thing I can say. Sorry about that. Let's continue.
Artificial intelligence is not the only emerging technology with the potential for human extinction. But the problem with assessing their risk is that we have no precedents. We can estimate the likelihood of an asteroid impact by surveying the geologic record and our cosmic neighborhood. But there's no historical context for artificial intelligence or self-replicating nanomachines. When the first nuclear device was detonated in 1945, there was a genuine concern that it would ignite the atmosphere and incinerate all life on the planet.
Yeah, there was a big threat.
In fact, one of the observers was so taken aback by the enormity of the explosion that for a brief moment, that's precisely what he thought had happened.
My instantaneous reaction was that something had gone wrong and that the thermonuclear transformation of the atmosphere, once discussed as possibility and jokingly referred to a few minutes earlier, had actually occurred. I see. What a good job.
While this doomsday scenario did not come to pass, it's a cautionary tale. No one really knows what the future will bring. All we can do is proceed with caution and hope for the best.
AI. Oh god. AI is like gods. Technically.
Over the past few decades, species across the plant and animal kingdoms have been disappearing at an alarming pace. Some 10 billion trees are cleared every single year,
holy shit,
while animal populations are rapidly declining. Many species are also going extinct. The global rate of extinction is now tens or even hundreds of times greater than before humans conquered the planet.
Damn.
And it's accelerating. Upwards of 1 million species are now threatened with extinction.
Oh shit.
At the core of this immense loss of biodiversity is overconsumption driven by overpopulation. Humanity is now depleting 3/4 as many resources as the Earth can naturally replenish.
That is a lot.
Meaning we will soon need a second Earth just to break even. From deforestation and defaunation to pollution and climate change, no shocking graph nor depressing slideshow can fully convey the totality of our destruction. Our relationship with nature is so utterly broken that many fear we are now heading for extinction. That this unraveling of nature will be mankind's undoing.
Yeah, if you look at the graph, Asia is technically the most awareness of the climate change. But did we ever do anything? Nope, we don't. There was nothing we can change about it.
While some of the most
we're technically killing our Earth. That's the only thing I can say.
Comprehensive assessments to date do indeed paint a truly dystopian image of the future, none of them forecast total annihilation of the human race. We may turn the planet into a living hell, but a livable hell it would seem.
A hell without enemies.
However, some scientists argue that these assessments are severely underestimating the gravity of this crisis, that the sheer magnitude of our destruction is difficult to grasp for even well-informed experts. Some have also voiced their concerns about potential tipping points, a threshold that, once exceeded, may trigger an irreversible decline of ecosystems around the world, a global ecological collapse from which recovery becomes virtually impossible. But it's not all doom and gloom. While the rate of deforestation is alarmingly high, it has been slowing down over the past 3 decades.
Yeah, this is because not a lot of us are using wood now. A lot of us are using the cement or concrete or metal, so we are using less wood, as we say. But of course, furniture, we still use it for some of them for the wood, but deforestation is still not a good thing, to be fair. Amazon forest is now gone. What else? Rainforest? Nah, it's already gone.
While the transition has been infuriatingly slow, more and more countries are phasing out fossil fuels in favor of renewable energy sources.
Yeah, that is a very
So
good
in
choice.
no way should human extinction, which is the most extreme outcome, be regarded as inevitable. Climate change mitigation and nature conservation efforts are all but certain to prevent that from happening. But at the same time, that's how low we've set the bar.
Holy shit, man. This is sad. This is so sad. And don't forget about this, guys. The picture you're looking at right now is what Earth has it right now. Any other things you do every other single day, they're just gonna keep throwing them into the Earth every single time, and we are just gonna let it go. Alright, final thoughts from LEMMiNO. Let's see what he says.
What surprised me while making this video is just how difficult it is to truly wipe out everyone. Many catastrophes can drive us to the brink of extinction, but all of them struggle to cross the finish line. So that should be somewhat reassuring. Even if humanity was reduced to a few hundred individuals, a full recovery might still be possible. It would undoubtedly take many thousands of years, but recovery would not be out of the question. And the more we expand beyond the confines of Earth, extinction from any singular catastrophe becomes increasingly unlikely. Perhaps the apocalypse won't be dealt by a swift, decisive blow, but instead a gradual, faltering decline. One disaster bleeding into the next, until the final embers of humankind silently fade away. Regardless, it won't happen anytime soon. After all, we made it this far. Millions of years of evolution, countless disasters, and humanity still standing. That is perhaps the best reassurance that the world is still gonna be there tomorrow.
Well, for tomorrow, let's hope so. Because how long can we even say that we'll see you tomorrow? You know, think about it. How long are we gonna be saying this once a comet or a disaster strikes? Because tomorrow might be another day, person, and another day of another volcano eruption or earthquake or tornado or a tsunami. There's so many elements to disaster. Like literally the whole video of this is just all disaster that can kill or experience death. So mass extinction is coming soon. Is unavoidable. You know, like none of us can change the fact that we are all powerless. But the only powerful person in this world is basically the scientists and all the lab researchers or the technological engineers, where they have to develop so all the solar and spaceship and all the nanotechnology to allow us to survive. So they are the one who is gonna be changing Earth, not a small time what do you call it, the motivated children. They will say, hey guys, I'm gonna plant a tree and we're gonna save Earth tomorrow for the next 1,000 years, yay. No, it's not like that. You know, it's not as easy as just planting a tree or a branch or a seed to Earth and then it will grow thousands of flowers. No, it's not gonna happen. There's a lot of things that we are all powerless to change Earth. So the only person that really can change Earth is really all the leaders and the scientists. It's up to the scientists and the engineers, to be honest. So if you wanna save Earth, become an engineer. You know, become an IT engineer or science researcher or any other, because
Just let me know.
Because it's not gonna be a normal person won't change a thing. Even if you have $1 million, billion of dollars. Like what's his name again? Let me just what was his name? Oh great, I forgot his name. The Amazon guy. Okay, I forgot his name. Jeff Bezos. Yes, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is the name, and he has like what, billions of dollars, and he made the choice of hiring scientists to build a spaceship to Mars, and he's not really challenging anything because he's too rich to even think of any other things. But even if you're rich, you can't really change a lot, you know, because you need a person who knows how to handle science, who know how to handle engineers and programming, or the other stuff. Then you can count on them to change the world. Not typical with a single plant of trees or a single technology. Maybe a single technology is possible. Maybe you are born as intelligent, but usually it's not that easy, you know. It's not that easy. But anyway, subscribe to LEMMiNO. He is a very great YouTuber. I like his